you feel powerless against your addictions? Every time you try to work on something, you can't focus for more than a few minutes? You see, in today's world, achieving success in life is harder than ever before, because the whole world around us is programmed to make us fail. All these distractions around us fry our dopamine receptors, so we don't have the motivation to do anything productive, which makes 90% of people today literally doomed to fail. If you're watching this video, then most likely you have some ambitions in life, and you want to achieve something, but you can't discipline yourself to do it. And trust me, I know how you feel. I was once in your situation too. I was also a young guy who was addicted to many bad habits and didn't know how to break free from them. I was also lost, and I also wanted to finally be productive and achieve something in my life, but I just wasn't able to discipline myself. And I also couldn't control my impulses. My ability to self-discipline and self-control was completely non-existent. Realize that to achieve success in life, you must master the skills of self-discipline and self-control. And the best way to do that is to desexualize your mind. So now, I'm going to show you 4 simple steps to desexualize your mind. Step 1. Completely quit watching pornography and masturbating. The first step is kind of obvious, and I've talked about this topic many times before, but it's still something that 99% of young guys struggle with. You see, pornography is not just a complete waste of time, but the main problem here is that by watching pornography, you are literally frying your dopamine receptors. The amount of dopamine your brain receives while watching porn is almost at the same level as if you were taking cocaine. But that dopamine spike you get from watching pornography only lasts for a moment, and then it drops drastically. And that level of dopamine doesn't drop to the previous baseline level, it drops even lower. That's why every time you do it, you completely lose the motivation to do anything in your life, because your brain gets so overstimulated that you just don't have energy to do anything productive, especially since productive things are often difficult. Besides that, regular consumption of pornography has many side effects such as impact on brain function, problems in relationships, sexual problems like erectile issues, psychological effects such as increased anxiety, depression, and social isolation, and also reduced focus and productivity. So the first step to desexualizing your brain and regaining control over it is to quit the addiction to pornography and masturbation. And if that interests you, I've made a separate video explaining exactly how I managed to quit this addiction after years of constant failures. So if you truly care about finally changing your life, go and watch that video after this one. I'll leave the link to it in the description. Step 2. Find a purpose and meaning in your life. So, why is it so important to find a purpose in your life? Because when a person can't find a deep meaning in their existence, they get distracted by all kinds of pleasures. The reason you keep going back to your old bad habits is that you just don't have a strong enough reason to stop. You don't have a clear purpose in your life, so you don't have a daily plan guiding you toward your goals. And because of this, you have a lot of free time, so you spend it doing all those bad habits. The reason I keep finding motivation to keep pushing myself is that I have a purpose in my life. I have a goal that makes me feel fulfilled and gives me a clear direction about where I should be going. I can't be a loser. I know there are hundreds, sometimes even thousands of young guys watching me, expecting me to always perform at my best. So, that gives me the motivation and discipline to keep going. Of course, I love doing this, but sometimes I don't feel like it. Yet I still go and do it, because I have a goal I really want to achieve, because I know this video could help even just one person. And if this video can help even one person, maybe you, then it's definitely been worth it. So you need to understand that if you want to finally live better and feel fulfilled, you absolutely must, find a purpose in your life, because it will make your life so much easier. First of all, it gives you direction where you should be going in your life. So, take a piece of paper and a pen, sit in a quiet room, and answer these questions for yourself. What do you truly want from life? How do you want to look? How do you want your life to look? What do you want to do every day? How much money do you want to earn? Who do you want to have around you? Once you answer these questions, you will have a much clearer vision of what you really want from life. And if you want me to make a full guide on how to actually find your purpose in life, let me know in the comments and I'll make it happen. Step 3. Eliminate soft porn from your life. You see, the reason why it's so hard for you to quit the addiction to pornography and masturbation is that we're constantly surrounded by triggers that make us want to go back to our old addictions. And these triggers come in the form of soft porn. No matter where you look on social media, there are half-naked girls everywhere. TikTok and Instagram are literally full of pictures and videos of half-naked girls. That's why what you need to do is unfollow every girl you follow on Instagram. And every time you see some sexual post on Instagram or TikTok, you have to mark it as not interested. That way you'll change your algorithm so it stops showing you that kind of content. This is so important because most of the time, the consumption of pornography is triggered by some kind of soft porn content like this. This provocative content can be the very reason why you never achieve anything in your life. So make your decision wisely and think about whether you want to keep watching some random girl shaking her ass on TikTok, or if you want to finally regain control over your mind and actually achieve something in your life. Step 4. Focus on self-improvement and prioritize delayed gratification in your life. The reason you can't focus on your work and the reason you can't do anything productive in your life is that instead of giving your mind dopamine through doing those hard, healthy things, you're giving it dopamine by doing all those bad habits that keep you from making progress, leaving you stuck, or even regressing. You're feeding your mind with dopamine from these shallow, harmful pleasures that you know very well are destroying your life. Ask yourself now, where will I be in 5 years if I keep doing what I do every day? If you spend most of your time on all these meaningless distractions, that vision probably won't look very attractive to you, and that should be enough motivation to finally start doing something with your life. You need to realize that by chasing instant gratification, you might feel better right now, but that way, you're ruining your future self. And someday, you will be that future self. And it's up to you whether you'll be in a good position in life, whether you'll have all the things you desire, like respect from others, attention from women, your dream physique, or whether you'll remain a loser, continuing to hate your life for what it is. The choice is yours. However, if you've watched this video up to this point, we both know what you want to do and what choice you should make. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, give it a like, and drop a comment. And remember, don't waste your life being a pussy. Peace out.